We turn now to the TPP, and amidst all the discussions about the controversial trade agreement signed up to by New Zealand, the US, Australia, Japan and 8 other Pacific Rim nations, there's still no certainty about whether it will be ratified by the US Congress. If it isn't, the deal as we know it collapses, full stop. So, will Congress vote for it? Well, one American politician on the record as a TPP supporter is the Republican congressman for Arizona, who's in New Zealand at present in his role as chair of the subcommittee on Asia and the Pacific. So, as a TPP fan, does Congressman Matt Salmon believe it will make it through Congress?
That's really debatable right now. Yes, I think ultimately it can be done. In an election year for president, almost impossible. I think that if it's going to happen the first part of next year. And I think that whoever gets elected president of the United States will make sure that they see that as a priority, whether it's two people that have actually come out opposed to it, our leading candidates, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, who I personally believe will both be supportive. When you're campaigning, it's one thing. Barack Obama campaigned against free trade when he ran for president. Now he's the biggest champion of TPP in Washington, D.C. Bill Clinton campaigned against free trade and then put through NAFTA and GATT and PNTR with China. So I wouldn't buy too much into the campaign rhetoric. I think that governing is very different. And I do believe that it is so important to the United States that it has to happen.
So you are not at all persuaded by both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, who are the front runners for the Democrats and the Republicans, saying no TPP under us. You think that will change should either of them become president?
I do. I really do. I think it's all just campaign rhetoric.
In terms of campaign rhetoric, the Washington Post has had a headline recently saying, Rep. Matt Salmon, which is you, I picked Rubio and then Cruz, but Trump over Clinton is a no-brainer. Is that a fair reflection of your position?
Yes, it is. I personally believe that while Donald Trump wasn't not my first pick, I haven't endorsed him yet. If he is our nominee, I will support him over Hillary Clinton.
You don't want to give us an exclusive here, do you? Do you want to endorse Donald Trump right now on Radio New Zealand's Checkpoint program?
Ain't going to happen.
Why not? Why Rubio, then Cruz before Trump?
I think that both of those candidates understand Washington politics, and I think that their commitment to the separation of powers, which to me is very, very important, is probably superior to Donald Trump. But you know, that we all pick a side in the primary, and then when our candidate doesn't win, we end up supporting the primary candidate. That's American politics.
Yeah, it is American politics. It's exhausting, though, isn't it, for people like you? I mean, the truth is, and you're far too diplomatic to say it, that you're really not a Trump fan at all, are you? But in the tribal world of American politics, if you're stuck with him, you're stuck with him.
Well, that's the way it goes. You know, you ride the horse that you you're thrust upon, and that's what we do. And listen, and it's not just because I'm a Republican, because I think Americans truly are sick of partisan politics. I think they're fed up with the Republican Party. They're fed up with the Democrat Party. That's why outsiders like Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders have done so well in this election. People are sick and tired of business as usual and Washington being out of touch with the rest of America. But you know, we'll come together again. We've gone through more difficult times than this in our nation's history, and we'll get through this too.
So when Trump talks about the wall between Mexico and the US, when he talks about a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States, when he comes out with those remarks which are widely described as misogyny about women, when he talks about punishing women who have abortions, do you cringe? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, when we went to Indonesia on this trip, one of the first questions was on the Muslim issue. Do you agree with Donald Trump's statement that, you know, America should ban Muslims? We pride ourselves with religious freedom. It is the First Amendment to our Constitution, the right to worship according to the beliefs of your heart without any kind of interference from the government. Some of the loudest voices against radical Islam are Muslim voices. One of them is in my state. He is Muslim, and he's been one of the strongest voices against radical Islam. He would, if Muslims were banned, he wouldn't be there. His name is Judy Jasser, and he's a regular on Fox News. So I think that some of the statements that are made, you know, I'm actually a big Megyn Kelly fan, and I think some of those statements were completely out of line. But listen, this is a really strange election year. It's more like reality TV than a political campaign, and we're just grabbing on and holding on for dear life.